Hey, Goodwin here, and eventually we will like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, help promote and rank up my content. I'm trying to do like 4 videos a day, 9, 11, 2, and 4, and I may be able to cram in a live stream on certain days, maybe around 12:30. Doing all this in between all my other responsibilities and my 4 toddlers that are really difficult to, they make doing this stuff difficult. Anyways, so Daredevil fans launch a Daredevil petition campaign before Marvel Studios scores rights. This is something to absolutely participate in if you at all like Daredevil, and I fucking love Daredevil. Alright, Daredevil fans! My favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe property, the Daredevil one. The execution on that is incredible. Though it's not technically Marvel Cinematic Universe, because they were doing their own thing. They did have loose connections to it, and, the Marvel Cinematic Universe never truly embraces these kind of shows. They never do. Now they will with their Disney Plus shows. They will fully embrace the Marvel Cinematic Universe and have direct tie-ins that may be so elaborate that you may not be able to miss any of these Disney Plus TV shows and make sense of the movies anymore. That's how far we may be going here, especially with the fact that theaters might be dying, TV's gonna die, and you have these streaming shows that are pretty much the new cinematics thing. So they're going to heavily tie into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Anyways, with that said though, the rights to Daredevil are coming back to Marvel Studios. So fans are launching a petition as the live action rights expire and revert back to Disney Marvel, or Marvel Disney, however you want to put it. That means, in a perfect world, Kevin Feige and his crew at Marvel Studios will be able to use the Man Without Fear and his supporting characters and development into film and television. To celebrate this occasion, the Save Daredevil hashtag crew is launching one final push in the lead up to the expiration. And I really want this to come back. This interpretation, this adaptation, this version of Daredevil was hands down one of the best things I've ever seen from a comic book adaptation. That it was just so damn incredible. It's just still baffling and shocking that it was just abruptly canceled, because whatever happened there behind the scenes between Netflix and Disney, and whether it was a preemptive strike, like you're launching your own streaming service, well, that's it. We're not going to help promote you at all. Whatever exactly it was that happened there is really unfortunate, because Daredevil was the only reason I had Netflix at all, to be honest. Daredevil was just so amazing, so impressive. It was really a shame. Now, if Disney does run with this version, there's absolutely some fear in me that they would just water down the material, that they would run interference, because Kevin Feige likes things his way and nobody else's way. And he may not even be down to go with this version of Daredevil that's already established, because it's not his baby. It's not one of his own making. It's not part of his plan. However, still, they're bringing back Jamie Foxx to play Electro, so that is a clear sign that they're 100% down for fan service. There's all that talk about multiple Spider-Men, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and so much more with this whole multiverse thing. There's nothing to just 100% exclude this, because it could absolutely happen. If we push hard enough, if Kevin Feige sees a real clear thing, it could be possible, or it could be absolutely futile. The point is to fight what you want, like what you want, what you believe in, to fight for it, right? So even if you don't get what you want, at least you fought for it to happen. So this Sunday, the second anniversary of Netflix canceling Daredevil, a team of his is assembling on Twitter in an attempt to get the Save Daredevil hashtag to become a trending topic. The group is asking anyone interested in partaking to be active on the social network from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. noon Eastern Time. I'm not exactly sure what day here, though. Let's see, on the November the 29th. So I've got to remember that. I've got to oh, well, I didn't mean to click that. Well, I've got to remember to participate in this on November the 29th because this is important to me. Daredevil is absolutely awesome. And if I remember correctly, Daredevil is one of the first comic books I ever read, a Daredevil comic book. So to participate, you only need to do one thing: tweet the Save Daredevil hashtag, and the reason why you believe Charlie Cox and company should carry their story over to Marvel Studios. To see the full Twitter thread with instructions, click here. So while this could be incredible to have him in the in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, there's, like I said, there's that fear that Disney would drastically change a lot of things and do something very different. But there's also that opportunity if you really bring in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man back, because I don't like the way they handle Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I don't like the way they handle it. The world set up around him doesn't make it feel very Spider-Man-ish. So, if you were really bringing back Tobey Maguire, the most awesome thing you could ever do is have this Daredevil, this Charlie Cox Daredevil, teamed up with that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I mean, one can only dream. That's a longer shot than bringing back this show. That's a longer shot than almost anything else. But man, would I just enjoy the hell out of that. That would be like my favorite thing of all time, to see a movie or something with those two teamed up to take on Kingpin. That would be incredible. Maybe throw some other characters in there too, some other villains. It would be awesome. It would remind me so much of that 90s animated team up with Daredevil and Spider-Man. But this is the thing. It's happening. Participate in it if you want to. If you want there at all to be a chance, this version of Daredevil gets a revival and gets to come back, and we get to finish those stories with Kingpin and Bullseye, Daredevil, Electro, Foggy, all of them. So, I participated in that Save Alita thing, get Alita back in theaters. That worked out, and that in itself was a long shot, even though it didn't do so well because, the state theaters are in. Still, I think this is worth the shot, and these fan things to give fans what they want, absolutely amazing. I mean, you've seen what the Snyder Cut, that movement was able to do, and one can only dream. So, participate in this if you want to see Daredevil come back. Fake Goodwin here. Eventually we will. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Stay awesome and rock on.